With 10 Grammys under her belt, 7 #1 hits, and numerous sold-out concerts, this American singer-songwriter, record producer, music video director, philanthropist, and actress has been a much-talked-about topic amongst the media and her fan following, popularly known as Swifties. Now, she has given us one more reason to talk about. Recently, Taylor Swift became the first female artist to have 5 albums spend over 150 weeks on Billboard 200 in history. With this feat, she joins the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Eminem, and Drake as the only acts to achieve this. In today's video, we will talk about Taylor Swift's achievements that are making us proud. Taylor Swift is one of the most successful pop stars of the past couple of decades, who have given us a consistent performance, and the charts are proof of that. Now, Swift finds herself in the clan of the most legendary singers of our times, all thanks to the long-running success her albums have achieved. As per the current Billboard ratings, her album 1989 has spent 349 weeks on the Billboard 200 as of the chart dated August 7, 2021, while her other albums with at least 150 weeks on the chart are Taylor Swift, 275 weeks, Fearless, 261 weeks, Red, 170 weeks, and Reputation, 150 weeks. As for her other charting releases, Speak Now is at 139 weeks, Lover is at 101 weeks, Folklore is at 53 weeks, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection EP is at 43 weeks, Evermore is at 33 weeks, the Beautiful Eyes EP is at 21 weeks, Fearless Taylor's version is at 16 weeks, and Speak Now World Tour Live CD plus DVD is at 11 weeks. Recently, singer, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, record producer, and the lead singer of indie pop band Bleachers, Jake Antonoff, said of Swift's influence, "I've seen her change the music industry firsthand. She's amazing for being a champion and making things better for the generations to come. She has a long history of rightly exposing some real darkness in the music industry, and I'm personally thankful for it, outside of our friendship and working relationship, just as an artist. She's asked me some questions a lot of people are afraid to ask. Why is this okay? Why is it okay to treat an artist like this? Why is it okay to exercise ownership over things that someone makes from their heart and soul? Why?" And the answer is always the same, because that's how it's been. And that's why it's amazing if someone like her comes along and says, "Well, hold on, why?" Well, for those of us who are not aware, Antonoff is a 5 times winner of the Grammy Award. Out of these 2 are for producing Taylor Swift's albums 1989 and Folklore. Taylor Alison Swift, or Taylor Swift, was born on December 13, 1989 in West Reading, Pennsylvania, to a former stockbroker for Merrill Lynch, Scott Kingsley Swift, and a homemaker, Andrea Gardner Swift. Taylor Swift is of Scottish descent and was named after the famous singer-songwriter James Taylor. At age 9, she became interested in musical theater and started to perform in 4 Berks Youth Theater Academy productions. She also traveled regularly to New York City for vocal and acting lessons. She later started listening to Shania Twain's songs, and her focus shifted towards country music. She spent weekends performing at local festivals and events. One day, she happened to watch a documentary about Faith Hill and was convinced that her music career can take off only if she moved to Nashville, Tennessee. She even convinced her mother to visit Nashville record labels with her and submitted demo tapes of Dolly Parton and the Chicks karaoke covers. The little 11-year-old Taylor was rejected like all the other people who visited the producers, as they also wanted to do what she wanted to. This prompted the young singer to think about what she could do to be different from other people. Swift's parents have been instrumental in her success. They believed in her dreams and always encouraged her and did whatever they could to give wings to her dreams. To help Swift break into country music, her father even transferred to Merrill Lynch's Nashville office when she was 14 years old, and the family relocated to a lakefront house in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Once there, she worked with experienced Music Row songwriters such as Troy Verges, Brett Beavers, Brett James, Mac McAnally, and the Warren Brothers. At an industry showcase at Nashville's Bluebird Cafe in 2005, Swift caught the attention of Scott Borchetta, a DreamWorks Records executive who was preparing to form an independent record label, Big Machine Records. She became one of the first few signings of the new record label. In 2006, her first album, Taylor Swift, was released, which peaked at number 5 on the US Billboard 200, where it spent 157 weeks. And that was the longest stay on the chart by any release in the US in the 2000s decade. After that, the rest is history. Swift's second studio album, Fearless, released in 2008. It was a smash hit, topping the Billboard 200 for 11 weeks, and was the only album from the 2000s to spend a year of release in the top 10. Her third studio album, the self-written Speak Now that was released in 2010, spent 6 weeks atop the Billboard 200. Swift's fourth studio album, Red, that was released in 2012, was her first #1 album in the United Kingdom. Her fifth album, 1989, was released in 2014, followed by Reputation that was released in 2017 and Lover in 2019. Swift's eighth studio album, Folklore, was released in 2020, and it broke the record for the most first-day album streams by a female artist on Spotify. Spending 8 weeks atop the Billboard 200, Folklore helped Swift accumulate 48 weeks at #1, making her the female singer with the most weeks atop the chart. She is a very loving friend, and in one of her songs from this album, Betty, she paid homage to the 3 daughters of her close friends Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, James, Inez, and Betty, making the parents extremely elated. She also once helped out her friend, the famous singer Kesha, with $250,000 to pay legal fees during her lawsuit against a music producer. Swift herself had a lawsuit against a radio host for groping her inappropriately. After winning the case, she donated generously to organizations supporting victims of sexual assault, like Mariska Hargitay's Joyful Heart Foundation. Taylor is currently dating her music producer Joe Alwyn since 2017, but has a long dating history consisting of Hollywood heartthrobs like Joe Jonas, Zac Efron, Jake Gyllenhaal, Harry Styles, Taylor Lautner. She even dated late President John F. Kennedy's grandson, Connor Kennedy, who was 4 years younger than her. Let us talk about her net worth now. According to the most reliable source, Celebrity Net Worth, the website which reports estimates of the total assets and financial activities of celebrities, Taylor Swift is worth $400 million. She makes approximately $150 million per year from her music, and she has been the brand ambassador for various brands, provided support during natural disasters by donating $1 million to the victims of Louisiana floods and $500,000 to the Nashville flood relief. Apart from this, she regularly contributes to PETA, local animal shelters, and pet relief organizations. Additionally, she's contributed to the Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation too. So, she is not just making wonderful music, she is beautiful inside too, and understands her role towards society. Her breaking record by having her 5 albums rule the chart for 150 weeks is just the beginning. She is just 31 years old, young, energetic, and versatile. So just wait and watch as she conquers the world. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.